Back to the channel, everyone. Been a while since we've had a nice little pedal demo, and today we've got one of my favorites. It's already wired up, so I'll show you the box. This is the Behringer Super Fuzz. Very common pedal. You see these absolutely everywhere. Behringer's been around forever. I don't think this pedal has changed much in the 3,000 to 6,000 years that Behringer has been producing it. It is one of the cheapest pedals on the market, period. They do not sell for much. No Behringer pedal sells for much. They are plastic enclosures, so they're not even really designed to last that long, but they are really cool. I like Behringer a lot. I used to have a Behringer head and 4x12 cab as well. I like pretty much all their products. I had their delay, their octaver. Actually, no, I still do have the delay. But anyways, the Behringer Super Fuzz SF300. Lots of replicas out there. Very cool guitar, or god damn it, very cool pedal, not a guitar. This guitar that we're using, we'll talk about this. So we're going classic today, so classic Gibson Les Paul. Cool guitar in a very nice finish. Got the Les Paul burst buckers in there. Gibson pickups. We'll just run it on, at least for now, we'll run it on the bridge position and just with all our knobs tapped out at 10. Give you a very kind of classic tone. Here's the guitar just clean. And we're playing through the Boss Katana 40 watt per usual, so nothing changing there, but high end comes through on this guitar, just going straight into the Katana. To me, it's got a bit too much of that real trebly piercing bit, but we'll switch around the camera here so you can see the pedal as I manipulate the knobs and everything and go through and just kind of play some classic fuzz tones. Hope you enjoy. All right, now you can see the pedal. We'll go ahead and give you one more clean. And like all pedal demos that I do, we'll start with all the knobs straight up and down. And this does have 3 different modes on the side. So we are on Fuzz 1 and all 4 knobs, 12 o'clock position. Very much, and every tone we get out of here is honestly like a classic fuzz tone because this pedal's just been around since the dawn of time, but very classic fuzz tone. To me, a lot of classic fuzz is very much Black Sabbath, and I love that tone, love Black Sabbath, so we'll try to do some Black Sabbath riffs, but we'll keep all the knobs right where they are, go to Fuzz 2. Sounds a lot more closed in, a lot tighter. I'm not as big a fan of it on Fuzz 2, and here's on boost mode. Sounds pretty boosted. So definitely does what it's supposed to do there on our boost, and honestly gives it a lot of punch, which is nice. on the boost mode, but Fuzz 1 I think is what most people buy these pedals for, but they again are so cheap. If you really liked Fuzz 1, 2, and 3, you could buy 3 of these and put them in a line and leave one on each setting, and you're still only dropping like 75 bucks. That's absurd. These were on Sweetwater Black Friday sale a couple years ago. They had every Behringer pedal, it's just 15 bucks free shipping, which is preposterous. So good. Let's go ahead and fiddle with some knobs. So as you can see on the top there, level, that's pretty normal. Basically just leave that right in the middle because I think it sounds good. Gain, treble, and bass are what we're looking for. Let's go ahead and crank that bass. And let's add just a little more gain in there too. Not a huge fan of that, but it's not really a very sculpted tone. We'll crank that bass out. Not a huge fan of that either. It's a little bit too much black metal, and we're kind of going just for a more classic rock. Hit that treble up. I don't remember the actual notes for the high part on that. I've had a headache today. Alrighty, let's turn the gain back a bit because I think it's just too much. I know that's not the notes. We'll go to that Fuzz 2. Much more classic, like thrash metal to me. Sure, some Metallica fan will come in here and rage at how I played that riff. But again, if you're upset at my playing, just look at the name of the channel. Again, the Fuzz 2 I'm not a huge fan of. It's a little too screechy and weird for me. Let's go bass boost it a little bit. We'll crank that gain on Fuzz 2, see what we get. Very much classic doom metal to me, which comports with Black Sabbath for sure. If I knew some sleep riffs, but I don't think they've ever played in standard tuning either. But it'd be perfect for that kind of feel on that Fuzz 2 with this configuration. Big kind of boomy bursts out of that on the boost mode there. honestly just an excellent, excellent fuzz tone on this Fuzz one. I'm a huge fan. Actually, let's crank it. We'll crank everything except the level. We don't need to move that. Some of these knobs can be a little bit hard to get into, but if that's your only complaint about a $20 pedal, then you're doing well. That's a little screechy. I'm not a huge fan of that. We'll just turn the gain down. Still a little bit muddy and just kind of hard to figure out. Honestly, I like it. I think what I'm going to like the best is very close to that middle position. That to me is very much classic fuzz. I really like it. Just sounds great. It's a fantastic, fantastic pedal. Still a little bit on the kind of muddy side. We'll boost that treble a little bit, take the gain down just a touch. I'm betting what would clean that up is if we go to the neck pickup. We'll give it a shot. Honestly, not a huge amount of difference. We'll go back to the bridge. There it is. Very cool, just classic fuzz sound. You get a lot of interesting tones, tons of options here. Go back to that fuzz 2 just a little bit. Yeah, sounds killer. Tons of versatility. Again, for a pedal that on sale or on the used market is typically going to run you less than the price of dinner, or, you know, it's a third of any other pedal on your board, like, or less. I'm looking at the Dungeon Master, which is an HM2 clone that I've got. That's a, you know, $100 pedal or so. This is, again, 25 bucks. This is honestly a more usable pedal than the Dungeon Master. Like, they fill different roles, of course, but this is a little bit more versatile, a little bit more normal and usable. We'll keep it on that 2, turn that gain down just a little bit more, and spread this EQ a little bit. And we'll go middle position on the pickups, and we're gonna coil tap them both, so we get weird shit. You can really kind of weasel your way into some lo-fi tones there. I like it. I still just don't think that Fuzz 2 is super useful. I'm not a huge fan. Let's invert everything we've done and maybe it just gets better or something. I'm just not a huge fan. Fuzz 1's just better. The treble knob really does a lot. Anyways, you kind of hear sort of everything it has to offer, a lot of different combinations. Again, at this price point, I don't think there's a better fuzz. My favorite fuzz on the board is the Tiny Fuzz. I just really, really like that pedal. Tiny Fuzz, I think, ships out for like 70 bucks or something, so still more than double the price of the Behringer. And I've had a couple of their other pedals. They're all been great. My only complaint, I think, again, is these knobs are a little bit hard to get to sometimes on the fly, but you're probably with a fuzz like this, you're setting it up exactly where you like it and just leaving it for quite a while. And then I'm sure there will be some people that complain about the plastic housing and it's just not going to live up to the demands of, you know, going on tour or something. But if you're going on tour with a $15 pedal and you're complaining that your $15 pedal is not living up to the demands of tour, either buy more of them and just swap it out whenever you stomp on it and go all the way through, or contact Behringer and be like, hey, Behringer, would you like to sponsor me? And I'm sure they'd be happy to. Or it'd be cool. I'm sure somebody out there is taking all the guts out of this and put it in metal housing. That'd actually be tight. But there you have it. Honestly, 10 out of 10 pedal. If you're looking for a fuzz and you really don't want to spend money and you want a fuzz that can do everything instead of being like a one knob fuzz or something like the Tiny Fuzz, just get this. It's awesome. So there's your cool box, SF300. And yeah, like I said, look for these on sale or the used market and you'll pick them up cheap and you won't be mad about it.